end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Brown. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They go play action. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive with Martin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Martin running right. And an alley to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. That's a big-time run there by Martin. 62 yards on the ground.
Check, 59. I got him. Jim, ready?
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll give to Martin here out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and goal to go.
Now Darnold on third and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Point it right. Hey, alert 33.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go. Point it right. 53, Mike, 53. 3 bud. Regular. Check. Joker. Slam. Hurry. Switch.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. It's caught. Smith. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Let's go.
You think about the two quarterbacks in this game with Darnold and Mayfield, and you think back to the 2018 draft. Gosh, leading up to that draft, the talk shows and all the rumors about who would go number one. A lot of people thought it would be Sam Darnold going number one and playing for these Cleveland Browns. Josh Allen, Josh Rosen also in the mix. It turns out the Browns, they would get Baker Mayfield, and I think both parties pretty happy with the end result. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Crunch, lady. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Darnold from the gun. This complete to Martin. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned teams down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
On 2nd down, it's Brown, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
180. Off the cross. King. 53 to Mike. 53. Over. Let's go. Hey, alert. 53. Mike, 53. Hey, come on. Regular. 36.
Mayfield off the play fake.
Kill.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. Trying to get it to Landry there. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to...
All the way in! Touchdown, New York! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but
you don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Run. Hurry! 57 to Mike. Here it comes. Pistol.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
53, check 53. Coming to you. Hurry. Hey, box drop.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Got him in. It's Brown.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 4th down, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Past the 20. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Check 6, Scott. Regular. Check 3.
On second down now. It's Brown. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Alert! 57, go! Don't get nervous.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Shakedown, baby. Yeah.
23-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run again on first down. Martin. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Darnold stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a first down carry by Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down throw for Mayfield. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Now Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Mayfield to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking deep for Gabriel. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Kill. Alert 3. Real. Point it right. Wait. Hey, Alpha. 53.
Play fake. Mayfield. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield on play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Rush in. He's crashing.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taylor Gabriel. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will get him one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
2 times. 3 down. Run. Kill. No. Off. Check 43. Hurry. Stay. Regular.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
57 to Mike. Ricky.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. Mayfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Check 99. Check 99. Red 80. Pilot, 64. Weak.
On second down, it's Bell. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now at a 3rd and 6. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mayfield. Man open left side is Brown. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Darnold. Incomplete.
I always give a little extra credit to a defensive back who makes a play on a slant route, especially in man coverage, because you have so much to think about, and your number one thing is not getting beat inside. Well, that's exactly the route that was run. Typically, they try and body up a defensive back and keep him away from the football, but he's able to get to him and make a play on it and knock it away.
And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 27-yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bryant's extra point up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Watch the twist.
Throwing, Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Mayfield down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
First down, here's the run with Martin. The 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add